to talk to you about a situation that comes up now and again for many of us, maybe at work or at some kind of an event that you're going to, and someone might come up to you and say, would you mind just saying a few words? Now that situation can literally fill you with dread. It can get your heart pounding if you're not prepared for it or ready for it. And my answer to that is, always be ready. Yeah, but John, I hear you say, how can I always be ready? Ready for what? Let me explain. One of the skills you need to develop is the ability to be able to say one thing while thinking up the next. It's not easy to do, but it can be developed with practice. But perhaps one of the most important skills to develop is the ability to make very quick decisions, to be able to decide on the spot what you will talk about, and often, just as importantly, what you won't talk about. In other words, know exactly where your boundaries are. Because the danger is that if you're not clear on that before you stand up, what can happen is you can start to ramble off topic and get a bit lost, and people tend to spot that. So keep it simple, stay on topic, and know your point. Stick to the point that you want to make and keep it simple. And the reason I say point rather than what you want to say is because if your focus is more on your destination, where you would like to get to with your point, then that allows you to be a bit more flexible with how you get there. Now this is one area where people definitely get it back to front. There's a tendency to feel that you've got to show your experience and your depth of knowledge by giving lots and lots of information, and more often than not it's way more than necessary. In fact, it's much more effective if you just say a couple of things but say them really well. So don't be tempted to try and say 100 things, just keep it to 2 or 3 simple points but do them really well. So less is definitely more in this kind of situation. I mean, when was the last time you heard someone come out of a speech or a presentation and say, wow, that was fantastic, there must have been 1,000 words? No. Wouldn't it be better if people were coming out after your speech or presentation, or even if it was just a quick stand-up thing, and saying, wow, those things he said about A, B and C, that makes you think, doesn't it? So there you go, guys. I just thought I'd share that little thought with you. If you have any comments, add them in the comments below. And if you like the things I've said, tell everyone. If you don't like the things I've said, tell everyone. It doesn't matter. Till the next one. Bye-bye.